Hi there, I'm Christine, the Gemini Stitcher, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've just found me on YouTube, hi, welcome to the channel. It's going to be all about what I've made this week and what I've found fabric and patterns wise, because this is my Monday Makes and Plans video. So have a watch, get yourself a brew, and we'll see what I've been up to last week. So I've made plans for the whole of July and I'm working my way through them. Before I start on what I've made last week and what I'm planning to make this week, I've just got a couple of shout outs to do. The first one is for Sequin Girly. Hi Sam. Sam at Sequin Girly has also decided to do a social sewing event down in Buckinghamshire area, and the first one is going to be early September. I will pop your link in the description to her YouTube channel so you can go and have a look and have a listen about what she's planning for her social sewing event. As I said, it's going to be early September, so you've got time to get yourself booked on it. I am doing a social sewing event myself on the 2nd of August in Lancashire, and I did have a few comments from ladies asking if there was anything in the south. Well, yes, indeed there is. Sequin Girly Creates is running it. I think I saw this morning that she's also set a Facebook group up for it. So bob over to her YouTube channel and find out more about her social sewing events. The second thing that I want to do before I get into the nitty-gritty of my sewing is to give a shout out to a small channel. I did say last week that every week I was going to give a mention to a small YouTube sewing channel to try and raise the profile of small channels like mine. So let me have a look at my list, because I've got a list of channels and I'm working my way through them. How organised am I? So this week's YouTube shout out is for a channel called Summer Room Sewing, which is run by a lovely lady called Anne. Now, Anne has a disability and is using sewing as a therapy and to help her to have and wear clothes that actually fit her, and I think it's amazing. So give her a watch and let me know what you think of her channel. She is also a Minerva ambassador, which is fantastic. Well done, Anne. I am so jealous of you. And I'm sure that's given her a boost with her sewing. Go and watch her latest blog, because she's made lots of the Esty cord set from Tilly and the Buttons. Excuse me, I've got a schnauzer wriggling around the back of me, keeps peeping out, so sorry about that, and licking me. Hello Esme, say hello to everybody. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, so as I said, give Anne a watch and let me know what you think of her channel, Summer Room Sewing. So, what have I been up to last week? You'll remember I have been battling with getting the Marlow cardigans. Well, not battling, just putting off making a couple of Marlow cardigans. So, drum roll. They look a bit like rags, but I have made them. They are just missing the buttons. I'll just put one on for you and you can see. Oh, that's better. It's a bit chilly in here. So I've made a teeny tiny size 2 and I am a 34 to 35 bust. So these come out huge, but this is the size that I like to wear when the buttons are on and it's fastened. What are you doing, Christine? It falls just below my natural waist. I haven't shortened it at all on the pattern. It needs a good press, as you can see. So that's my purple one, purpley pink. And then this one is, they're going to see me coming with this one on, aren't they? There we go, that's the other one. I will take some photos and pop them up here for you so that you can see what they actually look like on. I've ordered some buttons on Etsy from a company called Bags and Buttons, or Buttons and Bits. I'll check what they're called and I will put their details below. And I'm just waiting for them to arrive. They just need 3 big buttons putting on both of them. And then my Marlows are done. Yay! So what else have I done this week? I'm looking for them and I've got them on. Come on, Christine. So I'll take this off and then you can see. So the top I'm wearing, how lovely is that? It's come out a lot better than I thought. The V-neck isn't as low as I was worried it was going to be because I didn't want it to be boobalicious. This is the Geometric Colourblock tee by Ellie and Mac. And I love it. Love it. I'll just stand up and then you can see. So I love how this V comes and lands right at your bust line, middle of your bust line. And I've shortened it by about a good few inches because I'm vertically challenged. And then the V detail is on the back as well. I've colour blocked it with the fabrics I got from Eliza Mac Fabrics in a little kit. They all go really well together. Love it. The hardest part was doing this V-neck. I've never done a V-neck before. Can you believe that? Not in a t-shirt anyway. But there is a very good sew-along for it with Ellie Mac patterns. It's the first one I've used. I tell a lie, I have bought a couple of Ellie Mac patterns before, but they've been bag patterns. It's the first garment pattern that I've bought from them. And the sew-along is really good fun. She's really bubbly. Can't remember her name. I'll put it below when I've checked. Sorry. And really informative and gives you lots of different options of how to finish your garment, which I found really useful. So that's the t-shirt that I've made. Well, it's a little bit more than a t-shirt, more involved. And then I did the sepia trousers. I'll pop some images of me wearing this outfit because I am so pleased with it. And some images of the Marlow hopefully have been popping up as well. So I've made a top, a pair of trousers and 2 cardigans in a week, which I don't think is too shabby. Not for me, anyway. So what am I planning for next week? Well, or this week. God, I need to get my head around this with these videos, don't I? What am I planning to make this week? I'm going to take my time and I am making the Joe dress from Closet Core Patterns. They gifted me the pattern and I've got to do a full review. And that will probably go up next week on YouTube and on Instagram, provided I've got it finished. Now I've made a start on it and I've started putting all the binding. This is the sleeve. And you put binding either side, and then next step, which I've not figured out because I'm doing it on the sew along, is that they join up somehow. So this is the bodice. If I can fight with it and figure out, oh, that's the front and that's the back. So that's the front of the bodice. You can't really tell, can you? In this gorgeous fabric. What do we think? I wasn't sure about this colour, but I'm actually liking it the more that I'm working with it. It's not a colour I would normally choose, but it's nice to have a change, isn't it? So there's an image of the Joe dress. It has got what they're calling croissant sleeves, because they come out and then in, and very structured, and that's what this piping's all about. Binding is all about, that I'm doing, is to keep the shape of the sleeve. So that's going to be interesting. Well, it certainly is so far. I'm following the sew along, which is good fun, I have to say. I feel like I'm sat with a friend sewing who's just chatting to me. The style that they've created for their first vlog tutor sew along is brilliant. So well done, the guys at Closet Core. I'm loving it. But more about that when I finish the garment and I do my full review. So if I get that finished, I'm taking my time with it, and it is quite a meaty sew. But we will see. I've always got to have something else to add on, just in case I get ahead of the game. So I've got it cut out. It's on my list for July. And it's in beautiful fabric that I got. Oh, there we go. You can see it in that piece. From Beyond the Pink Door in their subscription box. How stunning is that? Now, what I'm planning on making is the Donny top. Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door did one in this exact same fabric. I'd already decided, but it reinforced the fact that it will look amazing. So I'll pop an image of Andrea and you can see what hers looks like. Stunning. And I'm going to team it up, hopefully. Well, I've cut them out, so I'll have to. The Foxy Boxy shorts from Gracie Steele. Now, Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne has pattern tested these shorts, and she's been raving about them. So I thought I need to give them a try. It's for my holes in Gran Canaria in September, and it's going to be part of my day wear ideas to have a couple of the Frankie tops and Foxy Boxy shorts as a little daytime co-ord, and I can even wear them around the pool because the shorts are just elasticated waist, so they just pull on and off. So that will possibly get started this week as well. Fingers crossed. But my priority is, and the other priority, so they might not actually, is to finish it off. My Solange dress, that is an Atelier Jupe dress that I got given as my pattern challenge for the Busy Bee sewing challenge. So I need to make a belt and I need to turn it up, and then it's done. So that's going to get done this week. So we'll just have to see, because I have got a busy week ahead. In true Christine style, I have bought some fabrics this week. Well, they arrived this week. They're the ones that I bought from Joe Rowe Rags last week. They arrived within a matter of days, which was great. I'm happy with them. And I am going to do a vlog, probably Wednesday, Thursday this week, showing you the fabrics that I bought, what I think of them, and what I plan to make with them. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. And then the last thing I want to tell you about this week, you can see it lurking in the background. This is a beautiful, beautiful viscose linen called Pause Play from Minerva. Absolutely love it. It's been washed now and it is still beautiful to feel. It's got a decent drape to it, but being a linen, it's still got a bit of structure. And when I've made this outfit, not the top, what I thought was, I've been having a dilemma of what to make when I've got 1.5 meters, and I'll just stand up so you can see it. Doesn't it go really well with these sepia trousers? So that got me thinking. I've got some nice white tops that I can wear with the sepias. But what I thought was, my original plan for this was to make a shirt or blouse, well, a shirt type blouse for the winter. to go with some black trousers that I'm going to make. So what I've now decided is to get more bang for my buck with this fabric, because it is not cheap. It's nearly £20 a metre. So I want to make something that I'm going to wear a lot. So I've been doing some head scratching, and I've decided that I'm going to do a shirt that can be used as a layering garment with these sepia trousers through the spring and summer, and then be tucked in with the black trousers I'm going to make in winter. And the pattern I've found that I think is going to work is the Style Art pattern. It's the Roxy shirt. Here's an image of it. And I love it. I love the detail at the back. On that image, you can see that it has a V-shape cut out somehow at the back, which I love. But hopefully, if I do it long enough, that will tuck in when I wear it tucked in, because I want it to be quite longer, to be like a shacket type, but a linen one in the summer. And I love it. It's got sleeves that you can roll up, perfect, or have down with the cuff on. What else can I say? I think it's going to work great. Let me know what you think. If there's another shirt that you think will work better, and that won't be done next week. That's going to be, I'd love to think I can, because I have all these ideas and want everything done at once, but it's not going to happen. So that is going to go on my August plans, I think. Or it might sneak in the end of July, depending on where I get up to. So I've got my list for July. Let's just do a little recap before I go, and then I know where I'm up to. July plans. Busy Bee's dress, the Solange dress. That says 3/4 of the way there, and it's still at that point, but that's getting done next week. So hopefully next week there'll be a tick on that. Sepia trousers, closet core, big tick. Geometric Colourblock raglan tee from Ellie and Mac, big tick. So that's 2 things done. Mabel top, I've done that. That's 3 things done. Acacia Pants from Closet Core, I've done that. That's 4 things done. Wow, I am doing well. 2 Marlow Cardigans, that's done. 2 donut dog beds, not done. No pattern cut out. That's going to be done the last week in July, fingers crossed. But that was the lowest on my list. Sorry, Esme. But you know, it's just the dogs, isn't it? And they're going to sleep on it, and they're going to make a mess of them, and they're going to chew them. So I will get them done. I will. I think. Anyway, moving on. Acacia Knickers from Megan Nielsen. That's my free pattern, and that's my scrap buster. Now, I've got a little confession to make. I've made 5 pairs of these, but I've worn them all, and they're in the wash. So I will show you those next week, but that is a tick, and I've got more pairs to make. Absolutely love them. If you're thinking of venturing into the knicker making world, then get the Megan Nielsen Acacia Knicker pattern. Brilliant. And Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door also does a sew along for it, which was absolutely perfect. So I'll show you those next week when they've been washed, but it's a tick. 2 Foxy boxes and 2 Donny tops, not done. Hopefully next week or the week after. And the Joe dress, closet core, partly made. So how many things have I got left to do? 2 dog beds, Foxy boxes, Donny top, Joe dress. 4 things to do in, have we got 2 weeks left in July? Yeah, I've got another 2 weeks, haven't I? So I think I'm on track. But, you know, things can go wrong, can't they? But so far, so good. So a quick recap of my little announcements, and then you don't forget. Sam from Sequin Girly is doing a social sewing event down in Buckinghamshire. So bob over to her YouTube channel and find out more about that. If you live in the south of England and you wanted to attend mine but it's too far away, then go to Sam's. It will be every bit, if not better, than the one I'm doing. The shout out was for a vlogger called Summer Room Sewing. Her name's Anne, and I totally recommend going and having a look at her YouTube channel. She's small like me, and the idea behind doing these shout outs is that we can all help each other to get seen on YouTube. And the third thing was my social sewing event, which is going to be on the 2nd of August in Clayton Le Moors. It's easy to book. You just need to email, I'll pop it below now, events@themillhousevenue.com. There are about 7-8 spots left. So if you're sitting on the fence, then just email events@themillhouse.com and get some more information and get yourself booked on. I'd love to see you all. I'm excited about the ladies that are booked on already, and I just can't wait. Right, stop banging on about my social sewing event. I'll bore you to death with it before the 2nd of August, I can guarantee. So have a lovely sewing week. I hope the weather is better where you are. I've now got to go and put my waterproofs on in July to go and take the dogs a walk. How naff is that? But it's fresh air and the dogs need walking. So happy sewing, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.